So hey guys, welcome back in Bangla IT, and in this video we are going to learn how you can simply optimize our game. Okay, so lots of in my channel, like lots of my viewers ask me that, bro, how I can optimize my seed, how can I get better FPS, how can I get better result, okay, how can I get a smooth gameplay, how can I reduce my game size, and how can I basically use my PC games as such in my mobile. Okay, so lots of have question. They also tell me that, bro, in marketplaces that the Unreal Engine or Epic's game say that it's only supported that Windows, so how can we use the Windows as such in our mobile? So guys, and let me tell you, as you can see, this is a very high quality asset packs I'm using from Unreal Engine marketplaces. This is a 4 GB asset pack. So as you can see, this is a fully so much realistic. Okay, this is a 4K texture. So how can I use this thing for my mobile? Okay, so basically if you go to Unreal Engine official documentation, you find that they give you a some ideas about how Unreal Engine understand about the texture resolution and how much it will be take your space. So as you can see, there's a Unreal Engine highest support 8K, as you can see. So let's see that how much our texture. So how we can see that we need to go basically our tropical jungle packs, and we need to go to textures, and as you can see there's a trees pack. So as you can see there's a lots of tree packs, the texture. So we need to just double click and open. So once it's done, as you can see, we found here the resolution size and the maximum game in display, that is 4096. If we check in 4096, that is a 4K texture. Okay, so how if we as you can see now it's using their app or 10 MB. So if we can set this thing at 1024, so it will be take less MB, and also our game will be optimized. So also for checking FPS, so let's check FPS. So for at here will be search that state FPS. Okay, and here you can see the FPS. So currently is good FPS, not bad, because I already built the lights and optimized already. Okay, so then let's search that state UNIT, and we can find more. State UNIT unit, and here as you can see we find now more about some more information. So okay, nice. As you can see it's looking very good. So now we need to first of all decide that in which texture how much we need. As you can see, this is at the grass packs or kind of like these things, we don't need so much high quality. Okay, we don't need so much high quality. So how we can redact these things, and but we can, as you can see, for this kind of like big things we need some quality. Okay, because this is a long distance, so at this long distance we don't need this high quality leaf. So we can do by we can select the multiplayer, like if you want to do for everything, so just select all, then right mouse, and you can go to action and go to backlight by properties, and once you go you find like this option, you need to click on the compress, and then you need here you can see there's a multiple values. Okay, so what you can do here, as you can see, for now let's set it to 1024. Okay, and we need to set paste this value at here, then click on enter. Okay, so make sure it can be lag for your game. Okay, even it's come lags, or even maybe maybe your project can be crashed also. So make sure, if you think that your texture is so much super high realistic like 4K or 8K, I'll be recommend you to select only 4 to 5 textures, then do the same process. Okay, like compress. Okay, so once the compress cook will be done, it will be automatically become the save change. Here we'll be find a tick at here, and also we can see the our not liking. So currently now it's using so much CPU, and as you can see it's become not unresponsible. Okay, so yeah, as you can see there's a star coming, so it's mean that it's compressed or changed. Now if I click on file, then saved all, so it's now saving all the texture. So by this thing now our texture become changed. Okay, by this thing also our game has been reduced the size. So as you can see now it's changed up some textures. Okay, so at the trees. Okay, so now as you can see the texture becomes some blur, kind of like not so much realistic, but it's okay. As you can see this is become some damage, but from this view distance it's not looking so much, like bad or something like that, but we're getting a still a good FPS. Okay, nice. We can do the same thing for everything, like the imposter, and if you have some default texture. So let's see what I have more. Imposter, I don't need to imposter. There's a more imposter landscape, that is basically the landscape, particles, rocks, that is the rocks. I think the rocks should be how much quality I have. And then is okay. So if you want to check manually that if you don't know which texture your texture what is using, so let me show you one way. You need to just, if you're using foliage, so you can find the basically your things. So like that, just double click and open, and at here you can find the materials. So double click and you find the materials, which materials using, double click and open, so you can see that which basically texture it's using. So as you can see, it's using my T pack, so it's a now a 10A24. Okay, so let's double click and open. So as you can see, now it's a 10A24. So by this thing, our now it's a from 4K it's become to 10A24. So if you want, you can reduce some more as if you want. So my case it's good. Okay, also I can give you some more advice about the optimization, that you, as you can see, if you're using some long distance, so you can also change the landscape LODs. Okay, so if you scroll some, or you can search at here that LOD, here you can see the LODs. Okay, so just think that you change this to 1. So okay, so there is some change should become. If you, that is a most if you increase this thing like 3, okay, so as you can see, there's some change come, or let's give it to 0.1. So as you can see, it's also become change. Okay, the sharpness, as you can see, the sharpness of there's some changing. So let's give it to 10, and let's see what happened. Nothing so much change. Let's give it to 0.1. As you can see, now it's become so much change, and it's looking so much bad also. So now let's give it to 2.2. Yeah, it's good. For the increasing the, let's give 0.1. 0.1. Okay, here's minimum we need to give this. Okay, by this thing you can also optimize your basically the triangles. Okay, and also if you want, you can do one more thing, by because this is using the as you can see, it's automatically using the LODs. Okay, that is automatically LODs. If you want, you can also change up the LODs also, no problem. Okay, so as you can see, it's looking now more nice, but our size has been changed. Also you can do one more thing, by if you go your mesh and just go to trees, and you can pick any of tree, and any of tree you can, by default you can set up the LODs, or you can also decrease by their triangles. Okay, if you want, you can change the triangles, and even you can reduce some, some, as you can see, the vertices and triangles also. Okay, and that is the for optimization, guys. And also I recommend you to, if you're using, like as you can see, I'm using very large, you can use the block collisions. So for your player can't be used so much landscape, so you can use that ones. Okay, and also you can use the foliage tool, because you are using a foliage, so you can set a distance, that how much distance you want the trees or other stuff, kind of like the grass. Okay, let's select this grass, that the small props, this is small props or grass. So for these things, as you can see, you can set a multiply the curls distance. Okay, so you can already, in my case it's already set up, but if you want to optimize more, you can by decreasing and increasing the curl distance, you can do this thing. Okay, so I just hope you guys understand this video. So if you have a question, you can comment in my comment box. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Love you all, and bye bye, and see you in next video.